Hello, everyone, and welcome to Unity of Jacksonville, our meditation time here midweek on a Wednesday. It gives us a chance just to sit back, take a few deep breaths, renew our journey, and perhaps release any challenges or fears or worries that we might have with the realization that God is our source, that no matter what's going on in our life, it's an opportunity for growth. But the beauty is, it's also a time for us to realize that with our Christ consciousness within, we're always being guided towards our highest good. Today, the word I've chosen is journey. We're so thankful for our life's journey. When taking a vacation or going on a trip, we begin with a destination in mind. I may take the quickest route, or I may relax and choose to see the sights along the way. The journey of life is where my truth grows and where learning happens. The road's not always smooth, and we haven't pursued the fastest or easiest course, perhaps. Yet it brought us to where we are today. As we reflect on our life, we realize that sometimes we miss what is so valuable by focusing only on our goals. We see things differently now. We consciously choose to appreciate the sights, the people, the blessings, and even the challenges on our path. Each one helps us to live our life in a fuller, more caring, wakeful, and mindful way. We're truly thankful for our life's journey. And from Genesis 24, verse 56, along with that, there are many behaviors that we need as we make our journey through life. One of those behaviors is compassion. Yes, we choose to be kind and compassionate. Seeking to grow in compassion, we look to the example of Jesus, our way shower. Gospel stories give many examples of Jesus showing compassion by demonstrating keen awareness of the needs and feelings of friends and strangers alike. We remember learning that Jesus did not turn away from social outcasts. He healed them and even shared meals with them. His compassion fed a multitude and restored wine to a wedding reception. Upon learning that his dear friend had died, Jesus wept. I want to intercede here. This is the beauty. Jesus was on the human plane and went through many of those feelings of humanness that we've all experienced. Even when his disciples deserted him as he was crucified, Jesus immediately asked God to forgive them. As we desire to grow in compassion and know that our kind words and even simply by loving presence can provide comfort, we listen deeply with our hearts as well as with our ears. And now, as this is our meditation service, I invite you to take a few deep breaths. Put your feet firmly on the floor. Open your hands to the good energy that we call God energy, both within us and all around us. And now, let's take time in the silence to meditate on the gifts that we have been given and perhaps release those of lack, those of fear, for we know that within we have the courage to keep on keeping on. We start this meditation today by remembering that each of us is an expression of God. Each and every day, we have opportunities to speak and to act with integrity as we express who we are and what we believe and what we stand for. We shine the light of truth from our inner being outward. We realize that expressing individuality is each person's right. So we choose to listen to others with respect and honor their truths. Silence. We acknowledge our attitudes and beliefs. We discover the ideals that we hold true and most dear to our heart, such as kindness and compassion, generosity and honesty. We thank you, God, for the courage to be who we are, each and every one of us, in our individual way. And also the willingness to accept others exactly as they are. For we have the power, through our Christ consciousness guiding us, to honor the truth of ourselves as well as others. Centered in spirit, I am calm and I'm relaxed. Worry can be like a storm that rolls through my mind, and anxiety can keep me rooted in fear instead of grounding me in calm and trust. If my mind suddenly feels overwhelmed by the swirling winds of my thoughts and emotions, I remember my spiritual identity. I am a child of God. I am made in God's image. God is strength and courage and health, happiness, joy, prosperity, always. Most importantly, God is unconditional love. We love ourselves. We look at our own strengths. And as we do that, it gives the energy to reach outward and to love and share strength and courage, hope and love with others. As I spend time in this silence, I look at my own gifts and I thank God for those gifts. As I enter the sanctuary of my heart, I choose to say, peace, be still. Feelings of peace and calm prevail and prevail my inner world. Fears and worries dissipate. My mind clears, leaving me open and prepared for the good of whatever is coming into my life. Joy lifts me. I am invigorated by a feeling of happiness deep as I am lifted into the flow of joy. When I live in a state of joy, I realize that all my needs are met and my supply is abundant. At this time, I choose to release all of my burdens from the past and concerns about the future. I am set free to flow in a living current of joyful expression. The flowing spirit of joy is my absolute delight that I cannot wait to share. My newfound energy enlivens me and centers me in a deep awareness of well-being. The joy in my heart overflows, and I make time during this day to share my joy with everyone I meet through acts of service and other considerate and thoughtful gestures. I immerse myself in the living presence of joy. Only then are we able to experience the true majesty of our world. Every organism, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, contributes to the world and helps create the exquisite symphony of a dynamic ecosystem. Knowing I am but one voice in a vast and varied chorus, I choose to live in harmony with the systems and the processes of our earth. I embrace and support a healthy, thriving planet by honoring and caring for myself, for my family and friends, and for the earth. It is now time in our meditation to include any people that weigh on our hearts. Some we want to celebrate joys and successes with. Others we may feel challenged and need to include them in our prayer, for we know that resentments will not lead us to the higher truth. So some people we have to love from afar and let go and give them to God as we take this beautiful journey on this earth that we choose to call life. And now, as we begin to come back to our chapel, and for those at home, as you begin to come back to your daily